just ran out here. I was throwing some food down my throat. There's 15 of you guys here already. Glenn's early. He's been working on his 70. I won't give out any details, Glenn, but it is looking amazing. Nick Shannels is here, West Michigan Motorsports. Hoorah. Eddie Ward. Welcome, welcome. Southeast Vintage Cycle Rescue is here. So any of you guys see these guys with green names? They are fellow YouTubers. Go check their channels out. They're awesome. Kane Beeping is here. What's up, Kane? Curdy Eldridge is here. Been chatting with him. David Fisher, Jeff Mahar, Nicholas Adam. I'm glad you're ready for the show. Trent Davis. Gavin Elliott's here. What's up, Gavin? I have to pull open the questions. I have deleted my question, or I threw out my papers, my hard copies. What's up, Andy? Andy Collins, Teddy Johnson, Tricycle guys here. No, you are awesome. Man, you guys are fast. Donnie from Iowa's here. Let's see. Tristan's on time. Yes, you are, sir. Paul Kaufman. Kim Dwyer's in the house. She told me she's ready for this one. All right, let me get these questions. Come on now. I should know them by heart by now. Here we go. All right. Oh, I've got notifications on. Hopefully that doesn't screw us up. Paul Matinzi's here. What's up, Paul? Two-stroke tripods here. Shredding wheelers. I'm doing great, sir. Did my mom say hi? Is my mom here? Oh, hi, Mom. Mom's back from Tennessee. I flew down and drove her home a couple weekends ago. So if you've been to Wheeler Palooza, you've seen my mom and maybe have met her. Kevin Grabowski's here from Canada. How are you, eh? What's going on up there? He makes a lot of 3D printed parts. What do you make? Airbox lids for 250Rs and 350Xs, tool kits, air intake boots, all sorts of stuff. Kevin is the man. What's up, Jeff? How are the kids? How's the family? What time is it? Mitch will be here any second. Before he gets here, let's shout out Legendary ATV Society. I'm sporting my shirt from Marty Martinkovics, and Tricycle guy Jared are collaborating now. They've got some shirts that are coming out, so I want to give them a shout out. Marty's got a bunch of awesome stickers. Here's the logo. Check them out on Facebook. Marty sent me a hat, and I've got a big fat head, and this thing doesn't fit me. Is this backwards for you? It says oats. That's how you say it. Apparently, I pronounced it wrong for many years. I want to give this hat away to somebody who's watching tonight. I don't know what the best method to do that is, so I was going to think about that, and I forgot to think about it. So if somebody thinks of a good way to figure out who should get that hat, let me know. Secret garments in the work, Tricycle guy says. Stay tuned. Henry's doing great. He's on the swing right now. Derek Ford scored an 87 250 SX today. That's always a good day. We all said it wrong. Oats. Mitchell REPPUCCI wants to join. So I'm nervous. I don't know about you guys. But let's see what's going to happen here. There you are.
I'm here. I figured it out.
Awesome. Not hard. First time, you know.
I had to change my settings to allow the microphone access, but I'm good.
Okay. So we've had times where there's been technical difficulties. We're going to let the audience tell us if we sound all right. So I don't know. Tell us how your day was, and we'll see how your audio is.
Well, my day was pretty swell. I ditched work early and played some golf. It wasn't bad.
Nice.
I
Are
told my
you a
guys
good
I had to-
golfer?
No, no one is.
No.
There's like 300 people in the world that are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
You
try.
enjoy golf?
Yeah, I just started playing last year, so it wasn't. Yeah, I do enjoy it.
You went golfing at Trike Fest last couple of years, right?
Yeah, Brad Ryan. It's like our new tradition.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
Awesome. Sound good? Everybody says we sound good, so
We
we
sound
can get
good.
off
All
to the
right,
races. Okay, so down in it's at least this way for me, and your left bottom corner, you can make it so you can see the live chat. That's what
Yeah,
I
okay,
have
see
set up.
that. Yeah, it's coming up on the bottom.
Okay. And then the peanut gallery will talk amongst themselves, and sometimes they get distracting, but they'll talk, and we're going to hold all questions. If you got questions for the madman from Maine, hold them for the end, and we'll announce when it's time. And sound good, look questionable. PJ Hart. Yep, that's
That's
typical.
fair. Kim called me perfect, so that's what matters.
I always start off by saying why we're here. Mitch REPPUCCI has been nominated Hoarder of the Week by the people over at Honda Hoarders Facebook group. And fun fact, if you didn't know, the name Honda Hoarders came from Mitch REPPUCCI. I think, right? You were the first one to.
So yeah.
Yeah. So it's coming full circle. Why weren't you the first one? I don't know. But,
well, I try to, fly under the radar a little bit.
yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you were the first one to give away a Honda on behalf of Honda Hoarders.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole Kids Fund idea was Mitch's brainchild. So if you know what that is, then you know. And if you don't, you got to follow us over at Honda Hoarders. So there you go. But you are Hoarder of the Week, sir. We got a lot of questions to cover here. Some are
right.
BS, your favorite, and then the other ones are semi BS. But full name. What's your full name?
I was reading Kim's comment. Sorry, Mitchell Andrew REPPUCCI.
Okay, Mitchell Andrew MAR. Got it. Age?
33.
33. Man, you're getting old, man.
I'm not hat fishing you though. I still got hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna take my hat off.
I know. I don't want to embarrass you. It's okay.
Location?
York, Maine. Southern Maine.
York, Maine. Yep. I've been to the York, Maine Zoo.
No, yeah. York's Wild Kingdom.
Yep.
So classic.
It was neat. I drove the go-karts there, and it was fun. Yeah. What do they do in the wintertime?
They ship most of the animals down south, but they keep some stuff caged up. You can hear them.
Okay.
Because I live a half a mile from there, so.
Yeah.
We got some.
We stopped by. Okay. We stopped by Mitch's house on our way to the zoo, and Mitch wasn't there. He lived it up a little too much at a wedding the night before, and
that was a little hung fu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and your garage was unlocked.
I probably shouldn't say that. Too.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So I didn't go in out of respect, but there's like 3-wheelers littered around your yard. And
correct.
So we took some pictures. A Z50. I sat on a Z50, and Palin sat on the lifted 350X.
That's where I store it. Yeah, outside.
Has anybody else made a lifted 350X, or are you the only one? You were the first one.
Oh, it was just my idea. Brad Rye made it. He built it.
Yes. Shout out Brad Rye.
I saw one at Trike Fest one time. Some guy had just some ITP like mud lights on it or something on a 350X stock, and I thought it looked great, and that's where that came from.
Yeah. Do you still own it?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I had a Halloween party at my house. Someone convinced me to sell it there was a kind of a large offer.
Okay. Hey, that thing had seen a lot of stuff, so it probably was a smart move.
It was due for a motor.
Yep. And when Brad Rye built it, it must have came with some sort of service plan, because I remember watching him put at least one clutch in it. Yeah. At Trike Fest.
Yeah, full warranty. We got a good deal on a motor. Took the clutch out. Good to go.
Yep. Okay, location, job. What do you do for work?
I own a roofing company. We do full exteriors, but primarily roofing.
Yep. And that has grown significantly.
Yeah, and it continues to, and it's a lot. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Yep.
It's more than I ever wanted.
Now, when did you start it?
I was probably when I really started, maybe 23. And then I didn't really put effort into it for a few years. I just had a few guys, and we would do, two
Yeah.
or three roofs a week. And then
So
it
at the age of
snowballed.
23, not 2023.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then but I was still working with my dad a little bit. He's a builder. But I was just getting stuck doing all the roofs myself. So I
Yeah.
figured, why am I doing this for $10 an hour?
Yeah. And so it was just you and a couple guys then.
Yeah.
How many guys work for you now?
80?
80.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, 80, something like that. Yeah, it depends. So I have a few guys that come and go as please, but a lot. Like 80.
Hmm. Wow.
We do 5 to 10. Yeah.
Yep. You're glitching a little bit. I don't know if it's me. I just shut off my Wi-Fi on this other phone that I've got the questions on. But
Okay.
that seems to fix it. So wow, that's crazy. So like today, how many roofs are being put on today?
4.
4 different roofs.
That's it. A couple big, 3 big ones, and then 1 smaller one.
That's wild. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah. Sky High Roofing. It's on your shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Jimmy D's dropping the new gear soon, so.
but if you're a friend in the New England area, you will travel to do a roof. You've been to Connecticut for the
Yep.
cat guy, and Mike Palmgren needed some roof repair.
Need a little
So
emergency roof repair. Yep. And his
yeah.
neighbor. Did his neighbors while we were there, same day.
Oh,
And now
that's
I'm
very
going back
nice.
to do his other neighbors now too. You gotta help
How
Mike,
far is it?
dude.
Is it
He's an
like 2
hour.
hours?
This is like an hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta help Mike. He's the guy. So
He is the man. Shout out Vintage Motorsports. Get all your ATC 90, US 90 stuff, 350X, awesome repops. Yep. So, all right, you've teased us with some stuff in the background. We're getting into the what is your collection like question. So maybe you want to show us what's behind you and maybe talk about other things that aren't behind you?
it's actually like my sun porch at my house, but I'm out of room in all my garages. So there's like the 20 in here.
Hmm.
These are
Is
my
that every year?
I have in here. There's 84 through 99 with some duplicates. And I do have every year though.
Uh-huh.
But I'm pretty partial to like the 86 to 99 Z's. I like them.
Yep. Now, what's the rarest one? 88 or 89?
I would say that 89 is probably the hardest one, or from 86 to 99, or an 86 non-Christmas special. Like I feel like they're harder to
Really?
find than a Christmas special. Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. Yeah.
Or at
Because they're
least
like red, white, and
intact.
blue, gold
Or
rims.
87 is really cool.
Hmm.
That's like a combo of. I don't know if I can flip the thing around.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Great. So what else? You mentioned other garages are full. So tell us about the one that's in the bubble. Mm-hmm.
I'd like to think it's about as close to brand new as you're going to find anywhere. I don't look at it much. It's kind of
Yeah.
behind a bubble, but it looks cool. I brought it to your house.
Yep.
I usually don't bring it out. It's kind of.
Yeah.
It
I
wasn't
was
like
honored to have it here. Yeah.
yeah, I just wanted to contribute. It,
And what makes it so special? What about it? Because a lot of people might not know.
I mean, it's basically it's new old stock 350X.
Yeah.
It's got its brand new tack on there. We did put that on there because that's a hard one to get. You see speedos,
Yeah.
you don't see tacks, but other than that, I mean, that's my favorite machine. So
Hmm.
I'm really partial to that bike. I've turned down some pretty ridiculous offers on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
What
Anything
else?
noteworthy? Your 500. Everyone drools over that.
Yeah, I got the E-Star 500. Craig Deloria built that one for me. He owned the bike previously. I bought it from him, and I just left it with him, and I said, "This is what I want to do," and he did it. Other notable ones, the Mini Big Red, the
Hmm.
Bruce built. That's probably one of my favorite bikes. It's super cool. It's a lot
Yeah.
of shrunken down OEM Honda parts on there. It looks really good. I got a few. I got a few Tigers left. Other than that, I mean, got a couple nice 250Rs, a couple nice 350Xs,
Yeah.
some big reds. You know, a couple 125Ms here and there.
Yeah. How many?
Like 16, 86, 87s.
You're out of control.
Well, I sold two, so I'm
Yeah. All
I'm in
right. You're
recovery.
giving back. You're
I'm in
preserving
recovery.
them for the next people.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, you mentioned your Tigers. So that was like what, 2018, 19? You bought out a
Yes.
large Tiger collection?
I believe there was like 18, 18 or something of them.
Some complete, some yet to be
Yeah,
finished.
there was just about enough parts to do them all. There was frames. Yeah, it was quite the buyout.
That was wild. And
Yeah, it was
and you
it
still
was
have
hectic.
two from that?
Three.
Three.
Yeah.
What sizes?
125, 250, and a 500 that's questionable on the frame, I think.
Okay.
So I've been told. I don't know.
Yeah.
I believe that frame was originally used as some sort of jig at the factory, but there's a
Okay.
I don't know, there's a lot of everyone views the Tiger situation a little different. I
Yeah.
think they're really cool, but it's not a Honda. Like
Yep.
the fit and finish is not. There's nothing special about them.
Yeah. When did you start getting into ATVs, Hondas? When did this start?
Well, dirt bike when I was a kid, real little, but and then I graduated to like a 86 XR80 my dad got for me.
Hmm.
And then other than that, I kind of had that forever, and it crapped out on me. Needed a whole bunch of work. And then in high school, it was like the only thing I could afford was a three-wheeler because they were $200.
Yeah.
So that's how that started. Out of high school, and then I bought a couple more, and then it didn't stop.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm
but
trying to
growing up
think.
around bikes,
Yeah.
like if we had
I
some
met
neighbors.
you. Go ahead.
Yeah, you met me what 2015,
No, no, I didn't get
16?
going until 17. It might have been the fall of
Oh,
17.
yeah, because I'm like, who's this guy listed in New York? Like Craigslist, Northville, or whatever it'll come up as.
Yep.
And
Mayfield.
Mayfield, yeah. Because obviously Craigslist days, it was like look everywhere,
Yep.
and I would see your posts. But yeah, that was like back. You were just a
Yep.
teeny little super guy back then.
Yeah. Just trying to
Four or
find
five,
some cool stuff.
yeah, 4 or 5 deep.
Thought I was doing something.
Big things.
But then, yeah, at the Trike Fest, New Hampshire, New England, whatever we were calling it, at NHMX.
Yeah.
I think that was in 17 because it was right before Vinny started the group, and
Yep.
that was like to follow. So that's where I met you and Ryan and Vinny for the first time, and
I'm
a whole
sorry.
bunch of people. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. That was a good time. It rained a lot, but it was nice. That was the first time putting faces to names, and
Which helps a lot. Meeting all these people in person is like way different than online.
yeah, yep,
Like everyone's really, besides Ryan Mount, everyone else is like really cool in person.
really nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's funny.
it's true.
Um, yeah, it's wild. It's wild to see all that. So at that time, you had a bunch of stuff, but when did you start collecting?
There's always like throughout the whole process, like after high school, there's been machines I just won't sell.
Yeah.
But I'd say like 2020, I really was like starting to stash stuff away, and
Yeah.
I was never really good at buying and selling bikes like Vinny or like he's good at it. He'll
Mhm.
he'll post it for his price and sticks there. And like for me, I'm like, I bought that for 3 grand and I sold it for 1,500. Like I've been hustling my whole life without losing money. But I just it's fun.
Yep.
I do it for fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, then it's you get addicted to it. You get parts, you buy a bike, and then you need parts, and then if you're trying to go with an OEM, you want it to look OEM or original, and you're buying two bikes to get one, and then as you know, and
Mhm. Yeah.
it's never good
Buying a
enough.
bike just to get the seat and
Oh, I'm a big seat guy.
what's your, relationship status?
Currently in tears.
In
Um,
tears.
no, I have a lady.
Yeah,
I
really?
have a lady. Yeah, I'm not married
Serious?
though. I'm not. Yeah, I'm just not married.
How long has this been going on? I didn't even know about this.
A while. Pretty.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't wanna talk about it?
I don't want to say the wrong number because she's probably on YouTube
Okay,
watching it.
alright,
So
that's safe.
don't yell at
We'll
me.
play it safe, that's good.
Yeah, yeah, we keep, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it's good. It's about time you settled down a little bit.
You know, you're
No
right.
kids, though, that you know about?
No, not that I'm claiming. Um, I got a dog,
Yep.
and that's all I need. He's a
Is
for
he
now.
still causing trouble?
He's not really causing trouble. He just sometimes he likes to snack and it gets stuck in his small intestines
Yeah,
twice. Yeah,
you spent a lot of time at the vet.
yeah, yeah. A lot of 3-wheelers got spent at the vet too.
Mhm.
A lot.
I'm just looking at my questions here, making
Okay.
sure I'm on track. Do you know how many Hondas you own?
100 and something. A
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
I know I have like 80 something Z50s.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot. Like
How many
some of them
Christmas specials?
6.
6. Okay.
Yeah, 4 of them are original. 2 of them have repop tanks, and but those were all like I have Vinny's favorite one that he wants back so bad that he bought years ago.
Yeah.
But that one I'm partial to that one too because I have it and Vinny doesn't.
So you have a trick that you like to do sometimes, or you have done, where you buy something that's really nice that Vinny had, and then you wheelie it in the driveway and just dump it
Yeah, but that was just for I was just showing him how to
for
do it.
funsies?
Yeah,
How many crated Banshees have you peed on?
one,
1. Okay.
just one. Just yeah, we're not Yamaha
You
guys.
gotta. Why not? YOLO. Let's see. Do you know how many you've owned over the years?
Oh,
That's probably incalculable. Calculable.
it's over 1,000, I bet. But
Yeah.
me and Vinny were going pretty hard there for a while. When we had the
Yeah.
van going.
Yeah.
We
The
acted like
van was a good time. That was fun.
there was a lot of people got a lot of bikes out of that.
Yeah.
And Vinny and I were like, oh, cool. Like we're gonna have a shipping company, but it was really just like me and him buying every bike everywhere and shipping it back to ourselves. So it was
Yeah.
really not a profitable situation, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
had a
great.
lot of good times on the road.
Mhm.
100,000 miles in less than a year.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Man. Um, I wish that was still going on. Let's see. Any selling regrets? Anything you sold that you
Oh yeah. Um,
what comes to mind?
Mainly quite a few bikes to Binky, but they're in a good home.
Yeah.
But like I bought this pair of, and I know it's a kind of an oddball, but 86 200 S's, husband and
Mhm.
wife combo with the blue seat. I love that
I
bike.
remember those.
They were like brand new. They're in Binky's showroom. They're
Yep.
beautiful,
Yep.
and I got them for a good deal. And Binky's like, I'd like to have those, and I was like, well, this is what I paid for it, so here you go.
Yeah.
That
So
I also
Go ahead.
sold him a brand new ATC 70 that I got off the shelf at Chuck E. Cheese.
I remember that one.
I've sold Binky actually quite a few bikes that I regret, but I'm sure if I asked him nicely, he might let me look at them again.
Now, did the adoption paperwork go through? Are you officially a Tap Scott, or
I actually next week, yeah, we're gonna post the
we're
YouTube
expecting
adoption video, surprise video.
it?
It'll be
Dad, that's
good.
great.
Dad,
How did you get to know Binky?
I want to say it was from Craigslist. I think it was the first time we had chatted, and he's said like, "I'm gonna buy all the 3-wheelers," and I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, dude, me too." And then like a month and a half later, he had a whole warehouse full of
Yeah,
them. So he did buy out all the
yeah,
3-wheelers.
you did. Yes, mission accomplished.
Nailed it.
The first time I ever heard his name was from you. I remember I was in my kitchen and you were talking about Binky. And I was like, who are you talking about? And then you explained. And the first time I got to meet Binky was because you were going down there to bring him that 85 350X with the over fenders.
Yep.
And me and Vinny got to tag along. So, and looking at what he had then versus what he's got now, it was amazing then. And he's really blown up.
He's really honed it in, and like everything he has in there now is like the best example that has been found, And I think that was a good way to go about it.
Yep.
Because he had a lot of bikes. Like when he had all the 200Xs, he didn't let one go on eBay for like a year. Yeah. He bought every single one that was on eBay. And I loved that lineup. But now he's just like picked out like the best ones.
Right.
And I think that's good. That's the way to go about it. In my opinion. I'm all for riding them too, but
is there any machine that you've never owned that you are interested in or you're looking for? Or?
Just some of the oddball, like overseas mini bikes.
Yep. You had an Africa twin, right? Or the
Africa. Yeah, I got the Africa. I got the bunch of Bajas. I'd like an Africa 1000 twin. That'd be great adventure bike. But they have some pretty cool, like oddball ones overseas, just like the monkeys.
Yep.
And I got a gold one. I got the silver one, but they have just some cool colorways, I think. 3-wheeler wise, I think I have all the ones I want.
Yep.
Except for 86 200S. Like I want a nice one of those. So if anyone on here, sell me one.
Yep.
Cleaner the better. And I want a clean, rideable 87 200X. I don't have one. I have a really, really nice one that I just don't want to ride because that's a fun wheeler to ride around. You throw the thing around. So I'd like one of those. So if someone sell me one of those too.
Okay. We'll keep our eyes on the comments.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll turn up. Let's see. Do you have a favorite in your collection? Did you say that yet?
Yeah, 86 350X. Like
your bubble bike?
Yeah, or just any 350X in general, I think is a great machine. Preferably lifted on 33s. But with a 75 tooth rear sprocket, that's a good combo. Yeah. Oh, I do have Rex Slaughter built Dino's this 81 250R replica. Little 80 pack. That thing's pretty bad. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Now, did you rebuild the motor or have it rebuilt?
I had
blown up.
I had this very hard to find guy, 223 Cycles, Curdy, tuned me up. Actually, he was like, "I want to do that for you." I was like, "All right."
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dinos is in the comments here, so
the compression was extra. Dinos.
I hear you ran out of talent when he rode that. Put him on the spot, and
I tried to, but it just
Did it get dark in your room? Did the lights did the sun set in Maine?
Yeah, it's going down now.
Yeah, I couldn't see your stuff anymore. Let's see. What's your longest trip you've gone on to buy a Honda?
Vinny and I we did some like 4,000-mile rides. We've like driven like all the way to Louisiana and stopped all over the place, like to the point where
Yeah,
like
I
we were
remember.
sleeping on top of bikes. Like those were good times.
Yeah,
And then the cats got in the way. So
yeah.
yeah,
It's a shame. It's sad what's going on there. He's on a selling spree. Have you noticed?
yeah.
Yeah,
Pokemon,
everything. He's
Catios.
listening to some weird rap music now, and when I did his interview, he got me listening to some weird rap stuff. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
Tell
he'll do
us
that to me.
about your best Honda score.
I got an '87 Big Red last year in York, which I thought at this point, like everyone in town knows I buy three wheelers. So I just was doing a roof estimate, and I had a three wheeler in the back of my truck. And this old time like classic Mainer guy, we're looking at his barn roof, and he's like, "Oh, I got one of them three wheelers upstairs in the barn. I bought it for my wife, and it was an '87 Big Red, brand new, as
Wow.
close to new as I've ever seen. Um, there's like one little scuff on the fender that if I had any talent, I could buff it out. But other than
Yeah.
that, and I got it for, we did some bartering, took it off
Hmm.
some of the price of the roof. So that was a good one. That Chuck E. Cheese ATC 70 was a really good one. That's like I don't know, for people that don't know what Chuck E. Cheese is, I guess it's like a kid's arcade, and they got, a little mouse runs around with pizza, and they got the ball
Yeah.
pit, but it was up on the shelf. And I did buy a ATC 70 coin operated ride. When it got
Hmm.
here, it's a brand new ATC 70 on there. And the guy mailed me the OEM tank and fenders that he took off. The gas caps riveted to the tank. Tank's brand new. Axle looks brand new. Tires brand new. It was never
Wow.
written. It was put right on the machine. That's pretty cool. Huh, I don't know. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot a selling regret. The Clem Research sticker 250R.
Yeah. Really? You regret that?
Yeah, that was a good rider.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's nice.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. That was a nice machine.
it had MRs in the back or radials. Uh,
They're all
they're
they're all yeah.
400EX radials, right?
No.
That was
OEM.
original.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow,
That was a good
nice.
deal. OEM double embossed fenders.
Only the best for my boy Preston.
Yep. The craziest deal I ever did with you, and I can't believe it was your idea. You suggested it. You bought the 6 foot Honda sign from Vinny, the 6 foot letters. And then within minutes you messaged me and you said, I'll trade you that for your blue Honda sign. And I said, it's my blue Honda sign has cracks. It's not perfect. And you said, send me some pictures. And I did. And you said, I'll do it. I was like, how can I not?
Yeah,
So
but I have a Christmas special Honda sign now, so it was worth
you
it.
do. But then I went and bought another one.
Which was rude, but yeah.
And so, well, I had to, but
Yeah,
thank you.
no problem.
Um, oh, I was gonna say, so do you think your roofing job has provided you special opportunities to buy Hondas that us office workers don't get?
I mean, I definitely bring it up to any person with a barn.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
for sure. I've gotten some like motorcycles and some randomly last year. I got like a John Deere Gator, some Grizzly four wheeler. Was like guy was like, give me $200, or
Mhm.
like every once in a while. But yeah, I mean, I try to use it to network as much as I can without sounding like a weirdo. Like, hey, can I look in your barn?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, maybe office people, you guys got more time to look on the computer and
That's true.
search stuff, and maybe even reply to a Facebook message, which is
Yeah, yeah.
cool. I'm gonna start trying to do that again.
Is your inbox backed up?
Yeah, I feel bad. I mean, I usually try to just give someone my phone number, and like if you have a question, like call me.
Yeah. Let's see. What type of riding do you like best? In the grass?
No, I'm like a late night Trike Fest type of guy, but that doesn't happen anymore. So really, whatever's just really bouncing off the rev limiter.
Uh-huh.
I like to ride hard.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of I mean, I got bikes I don't ride at all, and I know that's kind of lame to some people, but I got bikes I absolutely wail on.
Yeah. What's
So
your favorite bike to wail on?
the Honda Talon's always a great time because you can't break
You
it.
do wail on that. That thing's. You have not been nice to that.
Well, that was the whole point. They couldn't give me a deal because it was like 2019 when they first came out. They're like, can't give you a deal, but we'll give you the 5-year warranty for free. I was like, well, that's probably the dumbest thing you ever did.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm going to try to use that. But
Yeah.
it takes a pound. You know, it's a classic Honda. Like, doesn't have the best factory suspension. It's not the fastest, but it doesn't matter. Like, you're still going to beat anyone with a belt because the belt doesn't slip and you just beat on it.
Yeah.
125M, dude. 86, 87, 125M is arguably the best machine ever built across the board. Any sort of transportation.
All forms.
Yeah,
That's
all
funny.
forms. Yeah, so.
Interesting. So when you're not riding Hondas, hoarding Hondas, doing anything with Hondas, what's your favorite pastime?
Surfing or golfing. Surfing more than golfing.
Yeah.
I just got into golf, but I ride my dirt bike a lot. Single track.
What's your dirt bike?
I got a 2025 Husqvarna T300 Pro, a 24 T300 Pro, and then the Stark Varg EX, the electric one. And I got some Surons in there too, but I like the Stark Varg for the stealthness. You can ride some. You can have trails in people's backyards. They don't know you're there. It's really hard to get off the modern two strokes though. They're great. You know.
Yeah.
I don't even use first gear. Just put it in second to start and just lug it around the woods, and it's kind of like a 4-stroke nowadays. It's nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You mentioned surfing.
Yeah.
So you've surfed forever.
Yeah, my whole life.
Yeah. There's pictures of your dad like holding you up on the surfboard and.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's the coldest water you've ever surfed in?
32.
Yeah.
And it was, -5 out or something plus the wind chill. It wasn't very nice. Waves were good though, so it's worth it.
You had pictures of that, right? Did you send? Was that like 6-7 years ago?
Dripping off my hood of my wetsuit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We were on a trip, Alison and I, and we were flying, and they had like a touring magazine in there, and there was a guy surfing on the front of it that looked exactly like you. I think it was possibly you. So I saved it.
I've modeled before.
Let's see. That's all the Honda questions I have.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking about. Yeah, we did the Honda sign deal and that Clem Research machine. I'm trying to think of other machines I've bought from you. I don't think have I sold you a machine?
Well, there's this you're a little greedy if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, there's that. I bought a 90 from you at Trike Fest.
We've exchanged something, I'm sure.
Yeah. Man.
We look out for each other.
Maybe I just block it out when they leave here. So
yeah, it's a hard thing.
So let's talk about Trike Fest. Was 2018 your first year also? When it rained?
With the
rained and rained and rained?
When I spun the van around the trailer? I think so, yeah. Yeah.
So I'll pull up that video. Oh, if I can find it. I pulled it up pretty quick the other day.
And the only people that'll know how to do that are like people that used to bomb around their mother's minivan back in the day. That's how you learn front wheel drive.
You definitely had done it before.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, with a trailer. If I can't pull it up quick enough, I don't want to get distracted. Okay, so you enjoy music. I know you've been to a bunch of different concerts. Yeah, you told me about a number of those. What's your favorite stuff to listen to these days?
Fergie. Like Big Girls Don't Cry is my go-to every morning. I just have an appreciation for anyone that can sing live.
Yeah.
Like people that can perform live, I think that's awesome.
Okay.
Like you'll catch me like tearing up on YouTube watching The Voice.
Really?
Yeah. I'm soft.
So who's your favorite person to listen to live? Is there? Who's your favorite concert or
My favorite concert ever, I went to the Grateful Dead and Company with my dad, and he's a wicked Deadhead, so that was pretty cool to
Yeah.
see how he lived his life for years, which is a little much for me, but it was fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. You ever do karaoke? Did you do karaoke at Trike Fest?
Yeah, Big Girls Don't Cry. Me and 5 other guys knew all the words without looking at the karaoke.
That's funny. Mm. So we're going out to eat. What's your favorite meal? Like you pick the restaurant. Where are we gonna go?
Sushi or steak, some sort of steak place, maybe. Um, or I'm a sucker for like any sort of good Alfredo or mac and cheese.
Yeah. Okay.
Some carbs or some steak or fish. Yeah.
Have you overdosed on lobster? Being from Maine, do you like?
I mean, I eat lobster. I try to. I'm probably kind of a lobster snob at this point because a bunch of my friends are lobstermen. So
Yeah.
they're catching them and then they get them right off the boat as they get in. So it doesn't really get any fresher than that. So I mean, I eat it, but not as much as I should. It's everywhere right here. So
Yeah.
I bring it to
Ryan
Trike
Mel,
Fest because everyone wants it. I don't really care what Ryan says, dude. He's dry.
dry bread sandwich. That
Yeah.
sounds
Well,
disgusting.
it's all right, dude. Second place is all right too, Ryan.
Who drives the most when you guys go to Trike Fest?
Well, Ryan's gonna complain about this one, so I'm gonna just set the record straight here. I drive first because I'm smarter than him, and obviously I'm gonna drive my 5 hours, and then I'm gonna crawl in the back of the RV and pass out for 10 hours, so I get there, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
And then he complains that I swear, or he's like, "Oh, you're driving 90 miles an hour. We're not gonna get there any faster." But statistically, like you're gonna get somewhere faster going 90 than you are going 60. It's just
Yeah. Over that distance for sure.
well, yeah. I mean, you're 30 miles an hour faster, roughly.
Yeah.
Um, I'm a way better driver than he is, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a rumble strip guy. I'm not really a rumble strip guy. I'm more of a. I like to ride in the hammer down lane, regardless if we have a 60-foot vehicle going down the road.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I drive a trailer all day, every day for work. So
Yeah.
I'm always
How many
moving
cars
trailers.
in your fleet? You've had some pretty
A
gnarly,
lot.
all like Duramaxes.
I'm a big black Duramax guy. I've actually been just kind of slowly going backwards and doing going back to all '06 Chevys, '06, '07 LBZs.
Yeah.
Those are the best work trucks, in my opinion, that you can get. Pre-emissions diesels.
Hmm.
That's what I mean. I love them. I got a
Yeah.
brand new Denali fancy pickup truck, and you got a cat and something about a cat eye Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's where it's at.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. That answers the truck question. I won't have to ask that. Do
What's
you
the
believe
truck
in
question?
aliens? Well, which
Huh?
truck? Ram, Ford, Chevy,
Well,
obviously for you.
yeah, GM.
You've been telling me my transmission is going to go out since I bought my truck.
I don't want to admit this, especially in front of a large audience, but like, I kind of want a G56 Cummins.
Yeah.
A little 6-speed manual. I think that'd be nice. I just want to
Mm-hmm.
put it in a Chevy body. But yeah, I do believe in aliens. Actually, maybe
Okay.
not like to the extent that you see on TV, but like, there's something going on out there.
Yeah. Have you ever had an encounter?
Not with an alien, but I've said it to my friends and they think I'm weird, but I've had some eerie things happen in the woods before. I feel like where like time
Okay.
slows down, like riding my dirt bike alone in the woods or something.
Yeah.
You see something out of the corner of your eye, and then like it's just weird. But
Some Rip Van Winkle stuff, or
some Sasquatch, probably Sam Squanch.
okay. Yep. Heard of
Um,
those.
yeah, I mean those have to be real somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's like
there's
an
stuff out
87,
there we don't know
yeah,
about.
87 250R Sasquatch, same thing.
Do those
They're there.
exist? Have you heard of
Absolutely.
anybody that has one?
The only thing I've ever heard of is just a guy in New Jersey that has a set of white fenders that's double embossed, but
Mm.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah. That's interesting. I'm dabbling in the comments. Okay. Let's see. Ghosts. Do you believe in ghosts? Is
Not
that
like
what
the
you're seeing in the
Casper
woods?
kind. Not
Yeah.
like the Casper like floating around ghost, but I don't know. There's probably some sort of eerie spirit out there.
Yeah. Some energy.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. Hmm. Would you rather have super strength or invisibility?
Invisibility, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do some cool things with that. You've got the best would you rather questions. They're probably not YouTube friendly,
Oh, I
but
got friendly ones too.
okay.
But yeah.
So these are going to pale in comparison to yours. Do you have an iPhone or an Android?
I have, an iPhone like a normal person.
Okay. Shoot. Let's see. Let's see. What would the title of your biography be?
I don't really know. That's a tough one. That's actually a really tough one. I think nothing special here.
Okay. I like that. We'll go with
Yeah.
that. What's your spirit animal? Kim Dwyer is going to want to know this one.
My spirit animal, like spirit fingers. Um, a shark,
A shark?
but like a nice one, like a
Okay.
friendly one.
Is there a friendly shark?
Yeah, I mean like a non-agitated great white,
Okay.
if that's the thing.
Okay. I like that. I'll go with that. What's your favorite thing about Kim Dwyer?
I hope we got enough time. I have enough battery for this. I love everything about Kim. I think that she's the most genuine, sweet person who is hilarious and can give it. You give her any shit, she gives it right back, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
And she's got an eye for the gems. She finds all the
Hmm.
good deals.
Yep.
But she invited me into her home, so that was
Yeah.
nice.
What'd you think about her home?
It's very good. Trust me. And she told me to pick apart the roof, and I was looking, and
Yeah.
I think it came out awesome.
She
And she's gonna
invited
have
us down when it was just the foundation. We didn't even get to see the finished thing. So
you're gonna
that's
have
where
that
I
in the
rank.
big jobs. So
Yeah. Yep. She says thank you. That's nice. All right. We talked about your dog. You probably have a favorite comedian.
yeah, Dave Chappelle. I don't know
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
you can't get off of that.
Yeah. He doesn't hold back. He's funny. I would hope so. He's a freaking comedian. What do you do to pamper yourself? You probably have a routine. What's your morning routine?
I wake up and I'm up instantly, no coffee, nothing. I'm wide awake.
Really?
And I usually get right my truck and go look at a couple jobs before people wake up, like maybe measure some roofs so I don't have to talk to anyone. Then I come back and I meet all my guys at my shop and get the day going. But so no coffee, nothing like that.
Do you not
I don't.
drink coffee or you just don't need it, but do
I
you
don't drink
enjoy it?
coffee. I'll drink a
Um,
coffee here and there, but like I don't need coffee at all.
yeah.
Um, Pamper. I shower daily. That's big pampering.
Yeah.
That's about it.
You don't get like pedicures and manicures like our
I
friend Vinny?
I did get a pedicure one time, and it was pretty
Yeah.
sweet. Yeah, my dad told me that he got one, so that's when I knew it was okay. So it is nice, but no, I'm not going to go do that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever been tanning?
No, I just
I
work
went
out.
tanning one time and I felt weird, so I've never been back. It was in
Was it the
1999.
was it the nudity in the bed that was weird, or what was it?
It was a standing booth.
Oh,
Yeah. Me and a buddy, we were
together?
freshmen in college, and we were at lunch and he announced that he was going to go tanning and asked if anybody wanted to go. I was like, I'll go down. I'll check this out. So we went, paid we only did one time, so we overpaid, and went back to where you were going to go in the booth, and he goes, how far down are you going to go? And I was like, I don't know. And he goes, I might go all the way. And I was like, does it burn? And he goes, I don't know. So I said, I might sock up. And he said, I'm a sock up too. So I was standing there, and there's a lot of mirrors, and I'm socked up, and what's his name? Shoot, Living La Vida Loca.
Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin was playing. And I'm
Is there
standing
some
there
sort
looking
of
at my.
recovery coming from this? Or?
No, it's just this is how it happened.
Okay.
And but that was my only time. And I was like, this is insane. I'm not doing this ever again. So that's where. So there's the comments. I just told that in front of everybody, but that was my only time, 1999. But okay, so you don't tan to pamper yourself. Don't
No.
like coffee. What drink do you like? Do you enjoy a favorite beverage?
Ice water.
Ice water. Wow.
I've been
Dr. McGillicuddy.
Yeah, but like only at Trike Fest and like maybe a couple
Yeah.
times a year at home. But for the most part, no. I mean, I'm not a big drinker.
Okay.
I can get
That's
down.
good.
Like I'm not a wuss, but like only when I'm around my tricycle friends. Or
Do you ever wear Crocs
at Trike Fest, that's it.
at Trike Fest? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you wear oh shoot, what are they?
Hey dudes?
Hey dudes? Do you
No,
wear Hey
but I'm gonna
Dudes?
start a new company called Sup Brother. If you want to go in on it with me,
I will.
I have a pair of Hey Dudes. I don't wear them though.
Yeah.
I'm a sneaker, like a Nike skateboard shoe guy.
Okay. Etnies? Do you ever wear Etnies?
Oh yeah, Etnies, DCs. I always wanted the Osiris's, but like my mom wouldn't let me go into Journeys for that long, especially unsupervised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not getting distracted in the comments. Let's see. If you had a pet parrot, what would you teach it to say?
On YouTube, I would teach us to say "fro,"
Yeah.
but I don't know. Something motivational, maybe.
Yeah. That'd be good. Get up.
Get up. Your day's gonna
Work harder.
Yeah, do less. All right, I like that.
Okay. Do you have any tattoos?
I have one.
Can you tell us what it is?
It says "Wicked Pissa" on my foot.
Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah, that would be directly related to Dr. McGillicuddy's.
Okay. Yeah. That was a side effect.
Yeah, you know.
Let's see. And Kim's gonna ask it if I don't. So do you think they're ever gonna find treasure on Oak Island?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Oak Island is. Okay. You don't watch a lot of TV? Any at
I
all?
don't have cable. I have Netflix. I watch Trailer Park Boys to this, like, still. I don't know. I've watched it 1,000 times. I watch Suits, but I haven't really got into any of those. I hear people talk about this stuff, but
It's just this ongoing. It's basically a soap opera at this point. Where is it? It's in Canada? Is it on the East Coast? Kim will tell us in the comments. Don't watch it, Mitch, she said. Is there a machine that somebody has out there that you really enjoy, that you like?
a machine like a tricycle?
A tricycle.
Yeah, there's quite a few. I would say that I like that English 200E that you have.
Oh,
I
thank you.
appreciate that. I think that's really cool that you went to that extent. I would say that, and Binky's got some that you can't not you. How can you not love them? I don't really know. No, there's nothing really stick out. I mean, I tried to get all the ones I wanted. Anytime I'd see a cool one, I'm like, all right, we got to figure this out. Like, how can we make that work? But pretty much just like a fully suspended 125M is the coolest thing you're gonna get.
Yeah. So, do you have one? Did you? Yeah, you've got that. And then Ryan built one too, right?
Rare.
Yeah.
It's only two in the world. They're not for sale ever. Yeah. Would not trade for a Created 250R.
That's cool. Did you buy the Created 250R? Was that you?
Sometimes I like to keep things to myself.
Do you know of any other Created 250Rs? Because I've seen some YouTube comments where people claim that they know of others.
I know of an 88 TRX 250R, and then I know, which I can't actually confirm, but I've heard it from multiple people, and I've talked to the supposed owner of a crated 86 350X.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool to burn
Yeah.
it.
So I had the idea we wanted to name my event something instead of just the vintage ATC,
Yeah.
and so we landed on Wheeler Palooza, but I wanted to call it Burning Trike instead of like Burning Man,
Yeah.
and
But then you
like
knew I would take it literally.
yeah, and then, like stuff would start disappearing. So it was actually Allison that said no, we're not going to do that. So she knows
She
things.
knows all. She's good. She's great. So we should probably listen to what she has to say.
She commented after the event. She really enjoyed talking to you and just, that was, I asked her, I was like, what was your favorite part of the weekend? And she said, my conversations with Mitch were really the high point.
Wow. I mean, that's
She says Burning Trike would be non-family friendly. So
fair. Yeah, I agree. I've been trying to be more family friendly.
you are very PG tonight. I was nervous. I told you, I didn't know 26, 27-year-old Mitch, this would be a different interview.
Oh, I don't try to let loose at home because I'm always around like clients of mine, and it's
Mm.
But when I'm out in Laurel, Indiana, it's pretty much fair game.
Yeah. I was just thinking about some things I shouldn't say. I don't know. I'm getting towards the end of my questions here. Do you have any talents that we don't know about? You play any instruments?
No, I'm not very talented. I like the wheelie stuff. I don't. It's not really a talent.
Yeah. Feet over the handlebars?
Oh yeah, I try to do all my own stunts.
My nephew is getting quite good at wheeling, and
Is
so
he?
he's
He was ripping it this summer, or your house last summer.
And he only owned that machine for like a week, but now he's owned it much longer, and he's got other stuff, so he's getting it down. He was telling me he wants to do like one where he spins on the seat and like goes around to like. I was like, dude,
Oh,
try
he's
it
a
out.
big stunner. Yeah.
Yeah, he's freaking my mom out. If she's still watching, she'll chime in because he's doing this all in front of her house.
Oh,
But
perfect.
let's see, what's the biggest roof you've ever done?
12,000 bundles of shingles.
12,000 bundles. How many squares is that?
It's 4,000 square.
What's a normal house? How many squares is a normal house?
Well, it depends on
Like
where you live. I mean, like a 2-bedroom ranch. Like I say, a 3-bedroom little single floor ranch is probably 15 square. That was
15,
apartment.
and you did.
That's apartment complex.
Okay. Well, still, that's a
But like
lot.
average house here, it's different. Like so, my hometown's kind of weird. There's like the highway divides it from the beach side to the mountain side, and like 90% of the people on the beach are tourists that have mansions. So
Yeah.
yeah, and we have the Nubble Lighthouse, and everything's double on the Nubble, so it's good.
Awesome. Do shingles not hold up as well on the ocean?
In my opinion, an asphalt shingle or a cedar shake roof is going to be the best roof on the ocean. Aluminum, unless you go copper, which we do a lot of that up here too, but like aluminum standing seam metal roof, aluminum rots on the water too. Like I've seen gutters completely rotted out 5 years old. It's pretty brutal up here. We get a lot of nor'easters, so.
Yeah. How long does an asphalt shingle roof last?
Depends on who does it and what material you use. I don't know. They say they're 50 years now, but I tell all my clients, 30. If you do get 30 years out of it, you did good.
Yeah. What's your favorite shingle?
Certainteed. That's what I use. Maybe the Grand Manners. They're probably my favorite. They're nice. It's a lot of work.
What's the difference in a grand? What'd you say?
It's just a designer shingle. It's taller. It's thicker. It's a triple laminate.
Okay.
But I like cedar shake roofs and slate roofs is my favorite.
You do slate?
Yeah. I like rubber roofing because that's my bread and butter, and
Hmm.
it's easy. But I
And
do
that's
think,
more commercial.
yeah. Well, there's a lot of houses up here because there's height restrictions for like view easements on the water, so you see a lot of flat roofs, so people can get as much room out of their
Okay.
house as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. What shingle is garbage? Should nobody use?
ICO,
Yeah.
IKO. I wouldn't put that on. I didn't even put it on Ryan Mountain's house. So,
Awesome. He did yours before lunch. You did Ryan's roof before lunch?
yeah, but we didn't show up till 9. Took 2.5 hours.
Wow. How many
Yeah,
square was that?
10, 12 maybe,
Yeah.
10.
Wow.
And then his wife paid me.
Wow. got the got the special
No,
tip there.
it was just cash. But
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Of course.
I
Of
did
course.
I did write that she was hot on the roof and spray paint. So that
Yeah.
did happen.
Have you ever had somebody find a message that you left like years later? Like send you a picture?
I
Is this
look
you?
well. No, I try to do a good job so my roofs stay on. But I did nail some decent amount of money on this really high profile job we were on for a few days in the middle of the winter, and we were just taking our time, making sure it came out good. And I nailed some money and signed it to the roof for the next guy because chances are, if he's a roofer, he's broke and has child
It's fun.
support payments. So looking out for the next guy.
Yeah. What did you write on Vinny's roof?
It was a factual statement. It was Vinny loves Yamahas
Hmm.
right on the
He does.
sheathing, and then we roofed over it. So
Do you own a wave runner or a personal watercraft of some sort?
yes,
What kind?
Yamaha.
Well, I'm asking because I now own a Yamaha wave runner. I
Dude, was
just
it
bought one the other
FX or
day.
VX?
EX
Oh, so
Deluxe.
get the sport one. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Because
It's
I
a
got
1049 cc.
yeah. I think mine's 1800 cc
That's
FXHO.
crazy.
Yeah, they go good. They're a
Yeah.
blast.
Is yours the
I
turbo?
no, the Yamaha makes superchargers, but I take mine like offshore in the ocean. Like I'll go 20 miles off.
Wow.
So I just want reliability, and the Yamahas are just bulletproof.
Yeah. I've got a buddy that knows, he knows about wave runners. And I said, what should I get? What should I avoid? And he told me that to be a good one. So
Yeah, I mean they've had the same platform forever, and it's great. And I don't like how like the Sea-Doos have like great options. They have all these cool attachments for them, but the thing is, it's screwed together with Torx bit screws. Like it's the whole two piece. It's not fiberglass. It's plastic. Like,
hmm,
and I like the Yamaha sit out of the water higher, so you don't get as wet
okay.
if you don't want it.
Yeah. You're making Kim nervous going 20 miles out. So just be careful.
I'll text her when I get home.
When I was a kid, we had a tiger shark, an Arctic cat tiger shark. First year they came out. They only made them a few years, but
I haven't seen an Arctic Cat jet ski in a long time.
yeah, this was like 95, maybe 94, 95.
Peyton can get you one. Peyton will get you
Yep,
one.
he's a good
He's
one.
a he's a jet ski guy.
Let's see. We've talked about just about everything. I think we're getting close to opening up the comments. So if you've got questions for Mitch, get ready. We'll announce it here soon. But is there any promotion that you need to do, or questions you have for the audience, or things you're looking for that you need help with? Machines,
If you
other
need a
than the
new
ones
roof,
you've mentioned.
like call someone else. Um, I need a Rider 87 200X, but like the cleaner the
Okay.
better.
86 200S.
86 200S like as nice as possible. I'll buy any and all nice three wheelers in general, but
Okay.
86, 87, 125 M's. I recently sold 10 machines, so I it was
What'd
the
you
right
say?
guy, the right offer,
Hmm.
and I was like, I'll only sell them, but you gotta buy them all.
Hmm.
So I would buy another rider. I'm down to 186 250R rider, And then I got 285 riders, but then the other ones I have are nice. So I'd like one more of those. And you know what? A mint 86 250 SX. Like a really, really nice one. I would really like one of those. So help me out.
There was one like I remember you showing me one a long time ago, and you were on the fence about buying it.
I was
Did
like,
you
yeah,
not buy
should I
that one?
buy this? Should I not? It was a lot of money, I thought.
Yeah.
Ooh, 92 Z50, but it's got to be brand as close to brand new as possible because Anthony
Okay.
got mine in Canada somehow. I think so. I think that's where it went. I didn't want to
Yeah.
sell it, but it was I have a decent one right now, but it's not as nice as I'd like it.
Anthony's got a really nice collection.
Yeah,
It's all like wadded in his basement, but it's
he
neat.
is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And
Yeah.
from the outside looking in, you might not think he looks like he's a tough guy, but he's super nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's got some sweet cars too.
Cool. I might go up and visit him, check out his collection, and post it on the internet. He's invited me up, so
Nice. Ask me if he wants to trade for anything.
okay. My Honda trailer came from him.
Whoever Total Tech is, 92Z50 question mark. What you got?
Say more things. Do you still have the 84 200X you got at Trike Fest 2019? Was it Scott Shemmings?
Yes, and I told Scott if I ever sell it, it'll go to him. That is, in my opinion, I think that's the nicest 200X in the world.
Wow.
It has the green check mark on the master link. Not only does it have the tits on the tires, little nubbies, but it's got the X's on the nub. Like it's beautiful. And shout out to Scott because he is a super talented guy too.
Yeah. He does a lot of nice
He's
work.
like underground about it, and like his work, and he's very meticulous and he sources the right parts. He does it the right way. So Scott's the man.
I'm getting a request here for you to talk Northern Maine.
Oh, I don't know. You might have to find me at 10 p.m. at Trike Fest. You know?
We have to go live then.
Yeah, we could do that. Old Donnie
What will you open your wallet to with no limit?
I've done that with Hondas.
Yeah.
My nieces, they know exactly what to say, and oh yeah, or my family, anyone in my family or my friends to whatever. If someone needs it, I'm all for it.
I was searching Facebook to find pictures of you to make a thumbnail out of, and there was a video of you running the snowblower with your niece.
Yeah,
and she was running it, but
oh no, she was running the chute and everything. So the Honda, you can lock it and drive. That's all I did was hold the drive one. She was running the auger and the chute, and
yeah,
she's pretty funny. Anything I do, she wants to do it. So she's skateboarding now. Like
that's awesome.
She's pretty rad. I like it.
Let's see. Kurt Bradley says Tim Duke has a really nice 87 200X for sale, but you're looking for a rider, right?
Yeah, I looked that one over. Anyway. Oh, someone said something about my favorite dream vehicle. I just bought it the other day. The Campagna T-Rex, the 2 wheels in the front, one in the back with a street bike motor. I've wanted one of those since I saw it like on MTV, like one of the rappers back in the day had one. And it's got a ZX14R Kawasaki motor in it, so it revs to 16,000 RPMs, and it's a 3-wheeler.
Wow.
And it's bad to the bone.
Where was it? Was it local to you?
Yeah, it was like 2 towns over, and the guy I joined one of the groups, and I put a post out like looking for one. I'll ship it if I have to. I don't know how I'm hard on stuff like that, so we'll see if I end up keeping it. I don't know. My car insurance is already a lot of money.
Are they rare?
No, I mean you can buy them brand new, but they're They're pretty sweet. I like the older ones because they
Hmm.
have the ZX14 in it, and that motor is pretty bulletproof and it rips. But I thought
Yeah.
that'd be cool. It's a little. I'm pretty big into the Harleys, so I figured that'd be a little safer.
Yeah. How many Harleys do you have?
6.
Yeah. Your
I got
purple
the
one,
pretty.
is that the newest one?
No, I got another one being done right now, 2025. But I like the high horsepower baggers. I got a 200 horsepower naturally aspirated road glide. Gonna do the blower bike this time, so 300 plus. Yeah, I like to rip skids on my Harley.
Yeah. Have you taken them on long road trips?
Yeah, I mean I take them for rides too. I don't just like cruise around. I mean I like to ride. I'll get up on a Sunday morning and go for a couple 100-mile ride and come home. And,
Oh,
yeah, it's fun.
very cool.
Yeah,
Does your girl ride with you?
she has her own.
She's around. Nice.
I just picked it up from the. I just had it all tuned, done up, cam,
Man.
all sorts of stuff. Yeah, you got to have a cam.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not enough huss for me, but I like the high horsepower.
Southeast Vintage Cycle Rescue wants to know, do you have any hardtail Z50s in your collection? And how are you a Z50 guy with no CT70s? Do you have CT70s?
Well, it's kind of counterintuitive. If you were a Z50 guy, you wouldn't be CT70. I have 2 CT70s. I have a 91, so the newer style. And then I have a green, which I think is a 74, the dark, like almost parrot green looking one. I think it's a 74 that I bought locally. There's 31 miles on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it for like $600. So I have that one. It's really,
Mm-hmm.
really nice. I never washed it or anything because there's like full barn fine patina. I think that's cool. So
Yeah. The hardtail Z50s?
yeah. So slant guards, so 68, 69. Yeah, there. Got a few of them.
What?
4 or 5.
When did they get rear suspension?
71,
Okay.
I think. I don't have my older ones in my barn or my basement. I don't know.
Hmm. So shredding
How
wheelers.
many Dixon
Go ahead.
flannels do I have? Oh, yeah, that's PJ. A lot. Couple, 300, 400. I collect everything. I probably left that out earlier. I collect more than just Hondas and stuff.
What other things do you collect?
Shoes,
Yeah.
like
What kinds of shoes?
Nike SB Dunks. Because I used to skateboard in them back in the day, and I used to get when I had extra money. Like I'd work all summer, and I'd go to get my parents made me buy my own back to school shoes. So um, I got 2 pairs, and one time my dad said that was dumb that I bought 2 pairs. I saved one brand new in the box, and they're called What the Dunks, and you eBay them right now. You can buy any 250R you want with the money.
Wow.
Yeah, Dixon flannels. I'm a Milwaukee tool hoarder, like beyond belief, because I have a lot of guys on my crew, and my guys like to assume that if the 12 amp hour battery is out of juice, they just throw it in the dumpster and grab another brand new one. Is what it seems like because we go through tools like it's
Yeah.
going out of style. But then, so I hoard that. I have like a whole entire shop filled with brand new Milwaukee. Surfboards, anything that's cool. I've been buying all these like little early 90s or late 80s Power Wheels. I got a Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Ryan picked it up for me. It's weird that Ryan would pick up a big wiener. I mean,
Yeah,
what
right. Yeah.
impressive range. Yeah, I don't know, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Just
Interesting.
anything that's cool.
Stamps, coins, baseball cards.
Not really. I like cash.
Yeah, cash. That's good to collect.
Like old
$100
cash.
bill.
Yeah. I'm not really into that stuff. I'm not a huge nerd. I don't really know what else I collect. Basically, I just get into a phase and I'm just like, oh, I need all this stuff. And
Mhm.
then I don't. I let Vinny or Ryan or anyone come by and just take all these parts and get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like hoarding new old stock parts too.
Yeah. That's
That's
fun.
That's a it's a good one. It's my favorite.
I just reorganized a lot of my spare parts, and I don't have a lot of new old stock, but I've got. It was like remembering, oh yeah, I remember getting this, or some of the stuff you don't remember where you got it from, and
Or you start digging and you're like, oh wow, okay.
Mhm.
Like I had Ryan Mallon come up and he was on the payroll for a few weeks, and I had him start going through all my Z50s. I'm like, I want to clean all these carbs, and he didn't even get through a quarter of them, but the ones behind me, they all have blue tape on the seats, like bad petcock, bad pet. And I'm like, I know I have a box of petcocks around somewhere, and I ended up digging up like 50 of them, brand new old stock petcocks, which I try to do that with other available ones that work with ATCs. Not going to name which one it is because
Yeah.
I want to keep buying them. But yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Shredding Wheelers is asking about your old TPC, if that's the one that you sold to Zach Fleury, and that is.
Yeah, TPC, taking people's cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great one. I bought that from Craig Deloria as well.
Yeah.
Craig's a great friend of mine. He's an awesome guy, but I bought that one, and it was an '08 TRX, and it was just, for some reason, it was nothing but problems. The valves would just get so tight on it.
hmm
Get to drag it around to start it. Like, even with Kibble White stainless valves, it's still, that
Yeah.
thing got rebuilt 4 times, and I was over it.
Yeah. I got to redo the valves on mine because it's not starting right now.
Exactly. The hard start like that. So if you drag it around, it'll bump start.
Yeah.
But yeah, get some Kibble White stainless valves.
Okay. Can you
And
still kickflip?
Yeah, I'll bolt a 360 flip right now if I need to. I built the mini ramp in my yard a few months ago, so I've been skating that.
Yeah. Okay, so there's the Dixon. I just got to the Dixon flannel comment. Let's see.
I rented a slingshot in Florida. You shouldn't admit that to anyone.
So you're coming to Trike Fest?
Yeah, it was a big dilemma because it's usually the week after Bike Week in Laconia, and this year it just so happens to be during Bike Week. After
Oh,
I booked a place right on the lake for the week, and that was my 2 weeks of the a year being degenerate and not like I was still work. I can still work going to Bike Week because it's only an hour from my house, but
right.
um, that was actually a tough decision because I do, like I said, I like riding Harleys, but my 3-wheeler friends are. That's what I
Mhm.
go to Trike Fest for. It might not be the riding. I mean, I love riding there too, but it's the people, all the
Yeah.
people. It's great,
Let's see.
and no one else would ride with Ryan because he's miserable.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then I could just imagine him once he gets there, just being so angry all the way out.
Oh, you're
Um,
cancel. He's canceling people. Like
yeah, right. Even when he's nice, he's canceling people flying helicopters in and all that. So Dino.
Prototype.
Oh, we're done. So that's probably a tricycle guy asking if you believe the prototype story.
I mean, it kind of checks out. I mean,
Yeah, he's done the legwork. I don't know if you've watched the videos he's done on it, but all the
yeah.
literature. And he was doing tutorials here. Every year he brings it up, and well, for the past 2. And if somebody's curious, he goes into full-fledged,
I'm going to be
seminar
doing
on it.
tutorials this year at your show.
Okay, good.
Rev limiter tutorials.
Yes. We've got I cut down over 2 acres of trees, and now it's been stumped, and we're grinding stumps in the
No
coming
relation
week.
to
And
stump, like the
no,
stump.
no, totally different. But let's see, Dinos. Hey, will you do the El Dorado ride with me, Mitchell? It through Mexico.
Elder, is that like the Baja 1000? Because 100% I will.
Okay,
Like, I
he's
seriously would
in.
love to do that. I will get an XR 400, best dirt bike ever made besides the suspension, and run that thing.
Hmm.
XR 400s are the best. I do it on Z50R model too, if anyone wants to join.
Mhm.
If someone carries me home after because my back will be blown out, I will do it on a Z50.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Africa
I'm
edition,
curious too.
obviously. Yeah.
Will Nelson, do you buy many of your nice machines from people like Travis Gisclair, Tim Duke, etc., or are you usually able to find them from individuals looking to sell them?
Who? No, I'm kidding. Um, I've purchased a couple bikes from Travis. Tim's newer, I think.
Yeah,
He's been
yeah,
around for like a year. I mean, I've reached out to him about some of his bikes, but majority of what I have now, I've bought in the previous years
before, yeah,
before everything went nuts. But I have people that'll just reach out to me and say, "Hey, I
yeah. Now they
wonder if
find
you're
you.
interested." Yeah, I wonder if you're interested in this, and if I am, I'm definitely going to jump on it.
Yeah. What
It's
are the best roof shoes?
in my opinion, some nice Nike Dunk SBs, but that or like I wear hiking boots in the winter. Or
Yeah,
this is like the first year that you're not going to catch me like shingling a roof all day every day.
yeah,
I just can't. I don't have a salesman. I refuse to have a salesman. I have to do that myself because I don't want to sell anyone anything. But I try to be on site as much as possible. But there's just a lot going on, so I don't
yeah,
ever want to evolve into like the boss that sits in the truck and watches. And I don't like that. I'd rather
yeah,
I'll clean the ground up or something. I'll do something.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have any monkey Bajas?
yeah. I remember the first
Those.
one I ever got. I think it was from Doug Austin or something. I had 1 mile on it. I begged him for it.
I don't even know
They
that
were,
name, Doug Austin.
yeah. He's a big Z50 guy. You're
Okay.
not there. You're not there yet.
Ryan
Um,
says you literally have Nike Dunks piled high as my nose in the box.
yeah. Oh yeah.
How long have you been gluten free?
About 77 minutes.
Yeah. And how about vegan?
Oh, forever. But I
Forever.
eat meat, after Lent.
What the Dunks currently on eBay? $22,400.
Yeah, who's an idiot now, Dad? Loser.
That's a
How's your
lot of.
401k?
That's so funny. Some of these comments are a little spicy.
Are
What do
they?
you think of Sherwood tires?
I think it's great for people going. Reality is, I mean, we're getting 35-plus-year-old tires here, 40-year-old
Yeah.
tires. They're going to run out at some point.
Mhm.
New old stock or not, you can store them to it's the luck of the draw if they last or not. So I think
Yeah.
it's great. It's a great replica tire. I mean, if I'm going to ride a three-wheeler, like the last tire I'm ever going to put on is an OEM tire. I think they're good for a 250R because you can slide them out real easily. But there's
Mhm.
really only like one tire to run, and it's obviously a fast trekker.
Yeah.
It's
Without
not an
doubt. With a
ambush,
front mag.
that's for sure. Yeah.
Let's
They should
see.
remake ambush tires.
Did they stop making those?
I hope not. I mean, I hope
Yeah.
so. But yeah, Binky's the big ambush guy. They're his
Yeah. I
favorites.
remember that about him.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, you want to buy this bike?" I'm like, "No, because it has ambush tires, and now it's tainted."
That's funny. Kim says, I don't think I've ever laughed so hard at Trike Fest with Mitch talking about Ryan and the helicopter. Yeah. That was
You're
that was funny.
canceled. He's so tough, dude, because he lost all this weight now. He looked
Yeah.
way tougher when he was fat and angry, because now he's just like skinny and angry. But yeah, dude, Ryan's not scared to like. He puts a lot of work into it, and I will give him all the credit in the
Oh
world for
yeah.
that. And anyone previously involved in Trike Fest, like that is so much work. And like
Mhm.
I'm glad that like I'll do whatever I'm told to do. Like I don't want to volunteer to be sitting by a shirt stand all day. I'll
Yeah.
go over there and eat with Chris and Carrie because they're always cooking something delicious.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of work, and I think I'm glad that it's continuing to go on. I don't know how any of those guys have done it over the years. I mean, that's a It's a very big commitment. So like, those guys
Massive
are
undertaking.
all the 3-wheeler world guys are just super nice, and I love talking with them.
Scott Shemming is down here in the comments. Scott, we've been talking about you a little bit up above, and the 84 200X. So it's still doing well. It sounds like.
I'll send you a selfie with it, Scott.
So Dinos just chimed in. El Dorado ride. They do it every year. 5,000 people, 10-day ride. Wow.
Okay, what are we riding?
Okay. Dinos,
125 M's.
Do you do your own stunts?
Yeah, I don't sub anything out. I do it all in house.
Has Stuart eaten anything bad lately?
No, he's been really good. It's just both times I wasn't home. He's stressed out because I wasn't around.
Yeah.
He was at my mom's one time, and he doesn't have enough small intestines to do it again. So,
are you the only guy with a 3-wheeler up on your chimney?
yeah, probably. I mean,
I think so.
when you need a chimney cap, you need a chimney cap.
I think I might be down at the bottom of the comments. So we're winding down here. Let's see. Dinos, we'll do it on a 1200 Sporty with a sissy bar.
Perfect. I got one in stock.
Okay. Is there any other comments from the viewers? Because we're getting down to the end of it, but it's been a good interview.
Named Glenn Moulton. Named Stewart because of Mad TV. No, named Stewart because he's stupid. Because when I went to pick him up at the breeders, he was laying in the food bowl. That's how I knew that was the one I wanted.
Yeah, that's funny. Was it Easy Yellow Lab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full-time stud, part-time yellow lab. He's the man of the house.
Have you ever ridden a tri-moto? If so, what are your thoughts?
No, I haven't. I would. I'd rather rollerblade.
Yeah. Never change, Mitch. Kim says you're amazing. What size trike is on your roof? What is that? 90? 110?
It's a 185. No, it's a 110. It's a 79, 110. I think. Does that make sense? It has OEM tires on it. It doesn't have any castle nuts on the axle because I needed them for something, so I had climbed up there and got them off. It was just, I had it sitting around, and I'm like, what am I doing with it?
Why not?
I don't think you can sell a 110 frame. I think they're free, so.
Yeah. You don't even get anything for scrap. Do you need any machines delivered in New England? I think that's Billy Verbanek asking that.
Oh, welcome, Billy. I haven't talked to him in a while. Yeah, I love when you deliver me machines.
B-Verb, I can only assume that's Billy.
I'd love to. Yeah, what do you got, dude? I'm trying to get this Banshee right now out of Pennsylvania. I like Banshees on the side too. I'm a low-key Banshee guy.
Yeah.
And
I've never ridden a Banshee.
I like cool blasters. Banshees rip. You put a pipe on them, and they go. They go really good. They sound good.
Yeah.
Except for the kickers rattling all the time, every time. I might have missed it, but I'll see you at Trike Fest this year. Yeah, absolutely. Come on by. Ryan, the fender fell off. Yeah, I got him. I got him. Now it's delete kit. Yeah. It was used as a weather vane. So the wind blew them off. Or maybe I needed those bolts for something. I don't know.
That's funny.
It's a parts machine. How many Banshees do I have? 10.
Wow.
Blasters, though. I really like the cool colored blasters.
Yeah.
I think
Yamaha did that cool. That was neat. The color combos.
Yeah. Like a blaster is just like, you're not going to ride it around, but they're cheap and they look cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can still find clean ones. Uncle Preston. Where's Shred 80 when we need him?
I know. He hasn't even been on many of the polls.
I'm on the Snapchats nowadays.
Yeah.
I learned about that. So we Snapchat. I got him on the diet plan, the Shed 80 diet plan.
I could use that diet plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd look like Ryan Mallon.
Yeah, but you'd way nicer. And you have a better smile.
Who knows? Maybe I'd get mean. I got meaner when I grew the beard. Imagine if I lost 80 pounds.
Oh my gosh. You're right. You're already greedy. Any recommendations on the best way to find a relationship? Steve Normandin. Steve's the man. I love Steve. Wilmer. Is Wilmer still around? Jeremy Bean.
Yeah, I've used Jeremy Bean.
I like Jeremy Bean. He's from Maine. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
We used to have the racket on the shipping though. I had a bunch of other guys I would use. And Binky's guy's really good for me. Binky's preacher's good at it.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like nowadays, like if I have to, I'll send one of my guys to go. I'll be like, here, I'll pay you to go here. Just drive to Ohio and back, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be safe. Don't crash.
no, we keep front bumpers in stock.
All right, last call for questions. We're about an hour and a half in. It went by fast.
I know it's past my bedtime.
What time do you normally go to bed?
Oh, I usually climb into bed at like 8:30.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm out by 8:45, and sometimes I'm up till 11. But I try to wake. I'm usually up like 3:30 in the morning.
Really?
I'm not a big sleep guy.
Yeah.
5 hours, like even at Trike Fest, like after a whole day of just cooking in the sun, I'll go to bed at midnight, and I'm up at 4, waiting for everyone else to wake up. Sometimes Joe.
I rented a camper this year.
You're doing that.
Yeah.
It's the best thing you'll ever do.
Yeah. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, sleeping
Favorite
already.
year Banshee. 95. Or 91. I do not have a 91 Banshee, so if anyone out there has a 91 Banshee, just tell me how much you want and I'll PayPal you. Because that's the year I was born, so it's obviously like one of the greater years ever.
What color combo is that?
It's like gray. It's like a cosmic gray 4-Tracks 300. The blue seat, white wheels. It doesn't look like the other ones look cooler, but I'd really like to own one.
Mm-hmm. Kim's going to use our camper to poop. That's all right, Kim. Bring it.
Dude, upper deckers all day.
Is the 350X the only one in the bubble?
I think I started the trend, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if someone else put a 3-wheeler in there, it's just a motorcycle bubble.
Yeah. Didn't Ken Pear have like a massive bubble?
Yeah, and he mailed it. He gave it to me, actually. Ken Pear is another very solid guy. He's hilarious. And he has a lot of fun in life, and I think that's great.
Yeah.
And
He'll text me out of nowhere.
I pay him a visit once a year, usually down where he lives, and I usually leave with a trailer full of bikes, so it's not bad. Yeah.
He's a cool
Does Connor Roy have a 91? No, but Connor Roy, he's like an underground hoarder.
Yeah, I was impressed.
He lives in Fort Kent, Maine, which is 6 hours north of my house in Maine. The very tippity top of Maine. Like there's a decent amount of people in Fort Kent, but he finds great stuff, and he'll be like, "Oh, I bought this for $63." His dad was telling me one time. The guy was like, "Oh, give me whatever you got in your pocket," and he had $63. I think it was either a Big Red or an 86 200X. It was one or the other. Wow. But that family is awesome.
Yeah, I met him in Detroit.
Yeah,
in August. He's great.
And you met Todd, right?
Yep.
Todd's got some great machines. There's a pretty good crew of guys in Maine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's impressive.
Rob Judecki's another one.
Say again.
Rob Judecki. He's another.
Yeah.
He's gone all over the place with different things he was collecting, but Rob's a super cool guy.
Yeah.
Mike Knowles finds a lot of machines. Jared Murray, who he owns a trucking company, so he hauls everything out of the dumps down in southern Maine. So I see him all the time, but he's not a Facebook guy. But Jared Murray, we call him Binky 207.
Really?
Oh, this is like classic Mainer. Like he's got all his Peter. Well, I don't know if he's driving Peterbilts or what he's driving, but he's got 25 trucks. 18 wheelers in the yard. Huge shop. He might not be in the double wide anymore. I think he graduated, but his collection of bikes is very impressive. And you'd never know. He's got cool flat track bikes and
Huh.
super humble guy, super nice. And he's not like a big Facebook guy.
Does he have a Tiger? I met a guy there last year.
Todd's got a Tiger.
Okay, that's who I met.
Yeah, because his is a 250. My first one was a 200.
Yep.
Dale Shively found it, called me and said, "Hey, I can't get to it. Do you want it? Do you want it?" And I paid $1,500 for it.
Mhm.
And it was
Wow.
locked up, sitting underneath the deck. Me and Vinny went and got it. And Craig Deloria had that thing going in, I don't know, a week. Not even.
Yeah.
Not a week of messing around with it, like a week of me purchasing it. Because the Tigers are they're very simple, like
Yeah.
Takati rear end, like not. The welds
Yeah,
aren't anything fancy.
That's the one you brought in 19? The Trike
Yeah,
Fest?
I rode it. Yeah, I was riding it around Trike Fest. Like,
Yeah.
it's nothing
Just
crazy.
a three-wheeler.
Just a tricycle. They all look the same rolling down the backbone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I put a Dinky sticker on it, and Mitch was upset with me. But
What's my biggest cash purchase? Dollar or item? What? I don't know, dude. That's not personal.
Whopper.
A home.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, roofing material. A lot. I don't buy that in cash, but I do take cash if you have any. Yeah, machine wise, the Tiger buyout was large.
Yep.
I'm surprised if the IRS was watching, like, thanks for not auditing me that year.
It was long enough ago now that it's passed. They missed
It's 7 years, yeah.
Yep.
Those machines are still circulating around, like they've been sold to so many people.
Yeah, that's cool.
If only they knew what they cost back then.
Awesome. Well, I think we've run out of questions, sir.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to call it.
Awesome.
But thank you for spending the time with me and the time with us and sharing.
Thanks for having me.
Staying up late. Hope you don't. You might need a cup of coffee in the morning.
I was thinking
maybe
a lemon water, but I'm trying to be healthy.
That too. Yeah.
I'm 33. I get heartburn now. I'm fat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going downhill.
Yeah.
I'm
40 sucks.
Fatting.
You hit 40 and things change. It's weird.
I know. I watched the movie. This is 40.
Yeah.
I
watched that movie too. It's semi-relatable, right? I think.
Yeah. And
but all these people saying thank you there.
Just to end it, I fair and square beat Ryan Mallon in the best of show, and he spent $20,000 on a 250R. So,
yeah,
second place is all right too, bud.
There you have it. Well, thank you, sir. We'll catch you next time. We'll see you at Trike Fest. Thanks everybody for watching, and that's it. Till next time.
All right. Thank you.
Over and out.